WhatsApp.
Shop, the future's calling. Maths and mind colliding. Daily dose of power. AI's here. Siya. Kubeka, let's learn the new way. Siyahamba pezul. Daily dose of power. AI's here. Siya. Kubeka, let's learn the new way. Siyahamba pezul.
Hi guys, welcome to another lesson of the Daily Dose of Mathematics. Today we are doing 2.4 of the June 2026 Limpopo question paper. Now Sia, what is our question for today?
Determine the term of the sequence which is equals to 48.
So we're supposed to determine which term is equaling to 48. Unlike the one that we did yesterday, guys, we're supposed to determine the 100th term. In this case, which term is equaling to 48? Basically, we are told that Tn is equaling to 48. So we're supposed to look for the position, which is n. Now, how are we going to do that, guys? Remember, we're going to use the general term of an arithmetic pattern, just like what we did on 2.3. So we're going to tell them that we have Tn, which is equaling to A plus, open bracket, n minus 1, close bracket, d, multiplied by d. Now remember, we already know what is our pattern. Our pattern is 10, 12, and then 14. So we already established that our common difference, what is our d? What did we say our d was here?
It was 2 plus 2.
So we have 2 as d. Ne? So now we are going to substitute based on what we have. Let's just use whatever we learned yesterday from our senior marker. They said that we should give our variables names. So we're going to tell them that Tn. So we're just going to write next here, we're going to write Tn is equal to 48. So basically we're collecting our data. And then we're going to tell them that A is equaling to 10, which is the first term. And then we're also going to tell them that B is equaling to 2. And we don't know. So we're going to say N, we don't know. So we're going to put a question mark on N. Then from the onwards, we're going to substitute on our formula. So we're going to have 48, which is equaling to first term. Remember what did you say our N was, our A was? We said our A is equaling to 10. So we're going to say it's equaling to 48 is equaling to 10 plus, then we open our bracket. Now instead, n we don't know, so I'm simply going to write n minus 1, close bracket, multiplied by 2, which is our d. Now if we want to make this a little bit simple, guys, we're going to take the 10 to the other side. So we're going to transpose our 10 to the other side so that we are left with only the bracket this side. So if we take the 10 to the other side, it's going to say that we have 48 minus 10, which is going to be equaling to, now we're going to FOIL our bracket then. If we go to inside our bracket and then we try to remove the bracket, we're going to tell them 2 multiplied by n. If we say 2 multiplied by n, we're going to get 2n. Then if we say 2 multiplied by minus 1, we're going to get minus 2. Now, if you look at this, guys, I have 48 minus 10. If I say 48 minus 10 is going to give me 38, which is going to be equaling to 2n minus 2. Now, I'm still not done. I still want to get n as the subject. I'm going to take 2 to the other side. It's negative. When it jumps the equal sign, it's going to become positive. Then I am going to have 38 plus 2, which is going to be equaling to 2n. Now from there onwards, I can say 38 plus 2. If you say 38 plus 2 is going to give you 40, which is equaling to 2n. Now I'm looking for n. What am I going to do from here? I am going to divide both sides by 2, divide by 2, and then it says n is going to be equaling to 20. Now remember, guys, what is the trick about this question? The trick is that most learners will say it's T48, taking 48 as the position, but they were being specific. They said which term is going to be in the place value holder of 48. Now we are going to take the following solution and put it in our AI, and then check how did you approach the question. While we're busy doing that, we're going to play a song that tells us the difference between the position and the place value holder. Let's do that, Sia.
Position is the seat, is the number on the chair. Let's look at the classroom, it's a vision we can share. We are standing in a row. And it's just the index, that is all you need to know. It's like you win the count of where you are, not the value that is shining like a star. Yeah, but it's T and the placer, that's the treasure that we hold. And it's just the position, don't let the secret go untold. And it's just the where, giving everything you've got. Wanna look at the pattern, see the logic start to flow. Position is UN, but TN is the number in the show.
Okay, let's listen to our senior marker, guys. Tell us, how did you approach the question? Did you do well?
Final grade, 3/3. Final answer, n equals 20. CAPS marking audit. 1. Marking breakdown. Step. Working shown. Mark allocation. Justification. Initial setup and substitution. T_n equals A plus N1. D. 48 equals 10 plus N1. 2. Checkmark A. Checkmark M. Standard processing applied. Initial logic and parameters are validated. Final answer n equals 20, checkmark CA. Consistent accuracy in solving the linear equation for n. 2. Corrective feedback. Your final answer is perfectly accurate. The underlying algebraic transformation correctly isolates n, rendering the correct value without logical flaws. The sequence of transposing constants and dividing by the coefficient is mathematically sound. 3. CAPS and formal notation compliance. Terminology. Correct selection of the general term formula. Notation. You successfully implemented the strict semicolon notation, 10, 12, 14, at the top of your page. However, pay close attention to your middle column. 48 to 10 equals 38 equals 2n2. In formal mathematics, this creates a running equation. Because 48 to 10 does not mathematically equal 2n2 in the overall context of the sequence, chaining them with equals signs is technically invalid notation and can cost you a presentation mark in the final NSC exams. 4. Coach's summary. What you did well. Listing your given variables on the left margin, A equals 10, D equals 2, T_n equals 48, N equals, before touching the formula is textbook best practice. It ensures you never substitute the wrong value into the wrong variable. Area for improvement. Avoid horizontal chaining. Ensure every new logical step of an equation drops down to a brand new line directly below the previous one.
Okay, guys, as you heard our senior marker, just critique us to say what you would do right, and then what is it that we didn't do right. If you like what we're doing, guys, don't forget to comment, share, and then also follow us on at the Daily Dose of Mathematics on YouTube, also on TikTok, and also on Facebook.